Welcome student to my channel Educare Maths and Science. Previous 14 or 15 videos I discussed already the basic algebra. You know all these things, you know all the formulas. I discussed all the formulas and their application in the maths. The last video I said that this the chapter is in case of identity is complete. Now we start the factorization. It's a new chapter in algebra, very interesting. আমরা ফ্যাক্টরাইজেশনটা নিয়ে আলোচনা করব. ওকে, সো অ্যাকচুয়ালি so many things are write down here, but first the basic concept is must be clear. What do you mean by the factor? And the process is called the factorization. So what is factor? Suppose you write 42. So 42, that is 2, that is 21, and this is 3, that is 7. That means 42 you break in this way, 2 into 3 into 7. That are all multiple relation. এগুলো সব কিন্তু multiple relation. Now this separately 2 is the factor of 42, 3 is the factor of 42, and 7 is the factor of 42. So what you mean by actually the factor? Factor means if you just 42 divided by 2, you get 21. That's the left part. If you 42 divided by 3, you get 14. If you 42 divided by 7, you get always the whole number, and this is 6. The remainder is 0 always. In case of the factor, factor means the multiple relation. Suppose here suppose here is the 6. 6 you write in this way, 4 plus 2, 5 plus 1, or you write 3 into 2. Okay, so these are the addition relation, this is the addition relation. And if you write in this way, 8 minus 2, this is the subtraction relation. But we take factorization, means factor means you take always the multiple relation. Multiple relation, why? Because if you divided 6 by 4, the quotient, that is the decimal, the remainder is not equal to 0. That always the quotient, এর ভাগফলটা সব সময় ডেসিমালে আসবে এবং এর ভাগশেষ একটা থাকবে. That means is not the factor. But you 6 divided by 3, you get 2. The remainder is 0. Okay, তো আমি কি বোঝাতে পারছি? That's factor. What do you mean by the factor? So 4 is not a factor of 6. 5 is not a factor of 6 because, just you write here, just grab it, because if you divided 6 by 5, 5 ones are 5, and this, okay, 5 ones are 5, so this is decimal. The decimal is coming 1.2. Is not the whole number. This is the very important thing. If there is remainder, may not be 0, but the decimal is coming. The decimal, if the decimal quotient is decimal, is not the factor. The quotient is always the whole number. Suppose 6 divided by 3. So 6 2s are 3. 6, 3 2s are 6. That remainder is 0, and the quotient, ভাগফলটাও কিন্তু the whole number. So factor means this. So we say 5 is not a factor of 6, but 3 is the factor of 6. ভালো করে জিনিসটা বোঝো. What do you mean by the factor? Factor means always the multiple relation. So if you just 6 divided by 4, 4 is a factor of 6. No, because 6, 4 ones are 4, 2 is there. So decimal, this is 4. So 1.5. So decimal. So it's not the whole number. So very important thing, if a number is a factor of the other number or not, just you divide and you get the remainder. 0 is not applicable, all applicable. But the very important thing is the quotient, মানে ভাগফলটা যেন হোল নাম্বার, পূর্ণ সংখ্যা হয়. ওকে, এইটা হচ্ছে মেইন ফ্যাক্টর. This is a 1.5, this is 1.2, this is 2. So here suppose here Suppose 12. So 6 is the factor of 12, is not. You check it. So 12. 6 2s are 12. Remainder 0, but the main important thing is the quotient is the whole number. Okay, but 12 you divided 12 by suppose 5. So 5 2s are 5 2s are 10. 2 is there. Now decimal 5 4 20. The remainder is 0. Here is also remainder is 0. But the whole number, this is the quotient is the whole number where, but here is the quotient. ভাগফলটা কিন্তু 2.4, the decimal. So 5 is not a factor of 12. Okay, but 6 is the factor of 12. At the same time, remainder 0 and the whole number. The very important thing is the whole number in the quotient. ভাগফলটা যেন whole number হয়. Remainder may be 0, may not be 0. Here is 0, here is 0. Not only the factor. The main factor is, in case of the division, the quotient. Quotient is whole number. This not the decimal. 2.4. Here is the whole number. Okay, that is the main thing of the factors. So understand this. So this is the numerical part at arithmetic. But if you just go into the algebra part, this also the factor. What do you mean by the factor actually? Suppose you write here 6x. Okay, 6x. That means 6 into x is a multiple relation. 6 into x is a multiple relation. That means if 6x divided by x, you get is 6. The whole number. Multiple relation. There is no decimal or others. So 6x divided by 6, cut, this is x. Okay. So this means you just totally cut and the remainder part is 0 and the quotient is always the whole number. Okay, so factor means, that means 6x. So 6 is the factor of 6x. X is also a factor of 6x. Here, suppose this is the multiple relation. Suppose 12x. If you just break 12, 3 into 4 into x. That means actually 3 is the factor of 12x, because if you divide 12x divided by 3, you get 4x, the left part. So if you divided by 12x divided by 4, you get 3x. So 3x. So 4 is also a factor. Each and every element here is separately the factor of 12x. So 3 is separately factor of 12x. 4 is separately the factor of 12x and x also. So these are the multiple relation. Okay, so that's clear. So what is actually the factor, and the process is called the factorization. Here just I write down a definition. This the message is the factorization. So what is factorization? Now what is factor? When an algebraic expression, suppose here is an algebraic expression here. When an algebraic expression, this x square plus x minus 6, okay, is an algebraic expression, can be written as the product of the, this is the product. Here is actually the multiple relation. Here is this x plus 3 into multiply with x plus 2 minus 2. Okay, so very carefully understand. When an algebraic expression, okay, ভালো করে বোঝার চেষ্টা করো. When an algebraic expression, এই যে algebraic expression can be written, এটাকে কিন্তু আমি এইভাবে লিখতে পারি, can be written as the product x plus 3, this is actually product x plus 3 into x minus 2. When an algebraic expression can be written as the product of the two or more expression, this also x plus 3 is an expression, x minus 2 is an expression, then each of these means separately x plus 3 or separately x minus 2, each of this expression is called the factor of the given x. That means x plus 3 is a factor of given expression, means x square plus x minus 6. Okay, this is the very important thing. What do you mean by the factor? This is an algebraic expression. and you write in this way the multiple relation x plus 3x minus 2. Separately x plus 3 or x minus 2 is the factor of this. Okay, but this must be a multiple relation. Here is an algebraic expression 12x square minus 12x square minus 5xy. Okay, now this actually written down in this way the multiple relation 3x into here bracket 4x minus 3. So separately two terms, these are 3x one expression and 4x minus 5. Okay, now this separately 3x is the factor of 12x square minus 5xy, or separately 4x minus 5y is a factor of this. That means if you just divide 12x square minus 5xy, if you divide by 3x, what is the answer? Left part. That means 4x minus 5y is the answer. This is a multiple relation. That is a very important thing. তোমরা ভালো করে বোঝার চেষ্টা করো. Because is the 12x square minus 5xy. This is an algebraic expression and this is a factor. What is factor? So if you just divide by 3x, you get this. Okay. Actually here, okay, this is a factor. Clear? Here is also this. If you x square plus x minus 6 is divided by x plus 3. What is the answer? Answer is this, x minus 2. Clear? X minus 2. So this is the factor. Always the remainder 0 and the quotient is the whole number or the particular number. Okay. Now next the factorization. What do you mean by the factorization? Actually this process, the process of finding two or more expression. The two or more expression. This is the product actually. This is an algebraic expression and the process of finding two or more expression whose product is given expression. Okay. If you just, this is the process of finding. This is an algebraic expression. If you just finding this, the multiplication of those things, x plus 3 into this. Okay. Two or more expression whose product, এইগুলোর প্রোডাক্টই কিন্তু এটা, this equal to this. Product is the given expression. So this process, finding the multiple relation of the algebraic expression, finding the multiple relation two or more expression of this given expression. So this process actually called the factorization. This process actually called. তার মানে কি factorization কোনটাকে বলছে? একটা algebraic expression, এটাকে multiple relation, দুটো জিনিসের multiple relation, if you find out this process is actually called the factorization. Okay, now we discuss the other process, the different process of the factorization. This is the factorization and you just find out the factorization in the different process. আমরা কিন্তু বিভিন্ন প্রসেসে ফ্যাক্টরাইজেশন করব এবং সেটা বার করতে পারি। সেটা কি, সেটা একটা একটা করে তোমাদের দেখাচ্ছি। ওকে, the different way to find out an algebraic expression or the factorization of this algebraic expression. So you know actually the HCF, LCM you know. So one thing is very important here is the HCF. In case of the algebra, suppose find HCF. Suppose 5x square y and this is 15xy. What is the HCF? First you know HCF means both. Here is the common. Suppose here is 5, here is 15. You write 5x square y. And here is 15, you write 5 into 3xy. Okay. In which way find out the HCF? First understand, concept must be clear in the case of the HCF, finding HCF. So first in case of HCF only the common. In case of LCM, common and uncommon. But in case of HCF, you just find out the common. Here is 5, first the numerical part. Here is 5, here is 5 is common. The 3, here is no 3, is not the coming into the HCF. Now here is x, here is x. But the power of x is x square 2 and here is power is 1. You always take the lower value, lower part. Here is x square and here is x. Which one you take for the HCF? X, lower part. And here is y, here is y you take. That means 5x square y and 15xy What is the HCF of this? 5xy. This is the very important concept of HCF, and this is very important in case of the finding the or the factorization. Okay, now the different things আমি বারবার একটা জিনিস বলছি তোমাদের কিন্তু HCF এই যে গসাগু লসাগু এই গসাগু কি করে বার করতে হয় তার কনসেপ্টটা কিন্তু ক্লিয়ার রাখতে হবে in case of the factorization. Okay, now suppose here one sum, I just write down the sum. Factorization by taking the common factors. Factorization taking out এক নম্বর factorization process one part is first out taking out common common factors. First out the common factors. This is the one process of factorization. Suppose some number 1 here is 24x cube is an algebraic expression minus 32x square. 32x square. Okay, clear? In which process? Taking out common factors. So first one you break 24, you write 8 into 3 x cube, and you write 8 into 4, just you break. Now taking out common factors, common things. Here is 8, here is same as I said 8, here is 8, here is 3, here is no 3, here is 4, here is no 4. Okay, now this is x, this is x, but what is the lower power of x? X square. Same as the in case of the finding the I.C.S.E. Okay, so this part is taking out. Now what is left? 3 is left. Here is x square, here is x. That means 1x you take here, because here is already 3, you take already 2, minus here is 8 is take 4, and already x square is take. That means this is the factorization. Okay, what is the answer of this? Factorize this. This is an algebraic expression. This is the minus there. Factorization means you just convert this algebraic expression in the multiple relation. Clear? That means 6 you write always 6 you write in this way 3 into 2, not 5 plus 1 is not the factor, but this is the factor. This is the very important thing. 6টাকে তুমি এমন ভাবে লেখো 6টাকে যাতে মাল্টিপল রিলেশন হয়, দ্যাট মিন্স 3 into 2, this is the factorization, the process. But 6টাকে যদি 5 plus 1 লেখো is not the factorization. Clear? Because this is not the multiple relation. Clear? Understand? Now here this is the minus, the algebraic expression of the relation is the minus. You just convert it in this way. What is actually the factorization? You just convert same thing. You just convert this in this way, that there is a multiple relation. That means here is this one actually 8x square multiplied with 3x minus 4. This is a multiple relation. Same thing, you just multiplied it. Suppose this is 3 into 4, 24 x square, and this x cube. Now minus 4 into 8, 32 x square. It's coming. So this is the one way, just algebraic expression, you just express or finding in their multiple relation. This is a multiple. This call actually the factor of this is this. That means one other thing is this. If you just divide 24x cube minus 32x square, if you divide it by 8x square, what is the answer? You get 3x minus 4. You divide this by 8x square, you get always this. Or 24x cube minus 32x square divided by 3x minus 4. What is the answer? 8x square. This is the interrelation between an algebraic expression. Algebraic expression is given in the relation of plus minus something, and you just convert it, মানে এটাকে তোমরা এমন ভাবে চেঞ্জ করো যাতে মাল্টিপল রিলেশন আসে। এই মাল্টিপল রিলেশন আসা মানে এটাকেই বলে ফ্যাক্টরাইজেশন। This is a very interesting thing, and you just know this factorization, different problem will be solved in this way. Okay, so this is the one way, taking out the common factors. Okay, ক্লিয়ার? জিনিসটা ভালো করে বোঝার চেষ্টা করো যে ফ্যাক্টরাইজেশন জিনিসটা কি, আমরা কেন ফ্যাক্টরাইজেশন শিখবো, হোয়াট ডু মিন বাই অ্যাকচুয়ালি দ্য ফ্যাক্টরাইজেশন, হোয়াট ইজ দ্য নিড ফর দ্য লার্নিং অফ দ্য ফ্যাক্টরাইজেশন। ওকে, সো নাও দ্য নেক্সট সাম, দ্য ভেরি ইন্টারেস্টিং থিং, মানে একটা জিনিসকে তুমি বিভিন্নভাবে কিরমভাবে দেখাতে পারো। আমি যদি মনে করো আজকে 12 লিখি, 12টাকে আমি 10 প্লাস 2 লিখতে পারি, 6 প্লাস 6ও লিখতে পারি, আবার 3 ইন্টু 4ও লিখতে পারি, আবার 6 ইন্টু 2ও লিখতে পারি 12টাকে। তাহলে এই যে মাল্টিপল রিলেশন, এগুলো কি বলে, ফ্যাক্টর। ওকে, নাও দ্য নেক্সট ওয়ান, হোয়াট ইজ দিস? সাপোজ হিয়ার ইজ জাস্ট ভেরি ইজি, 5x plus 20. Okay, now just 5 into x plus 20 means 5 into 4. So what is the common? 5. So 5 is common out of bracket. What is the left? The x plus 4. Very easy. Just the concept must be clear. Concept must be clear. It's very easy. This is an algebraic expression, 5x plus 20. 5x plus 20. So 5x, that means 5 into x, 20 you just break 5 into 4. So what is common? Taking out the common factors. Common 5. So what is left, this, and what is left? That means this 5 into this x plus 4. This is called the multiple relation. So 5 is the factor, separately 5 is the factor of 5x plus 20. Or x plus 4 separately is the factor of 5x plus 20. Because 5x plus 20, if you divide this by x plus 4, you always get the answer is 5. Clear? আমি বোঝাতে পারছি? 5x plus 20, এটাকে তুমি যদি x plus 4 দিয়ে ডিভাইড করো, you get the answer 5. Clear? Now the next sum. Suppose three x square y, 3x square y minus, just very easy, but concept must be clear. তোমরা নিজেরাই এটা করতে পারবে, very easy, but concept must be clear. Here you write 3x square y, and here you write 6, 3 into 2 xy square. Okay, the numerical part, which one is the common? This and this, just you write, 3, 2 is not common, 2 is not here, 2 is not taken. Now the x, both side x is x, but I always say you always the lower part. This is x square, this is x, you take x, and this is y and y square, you take y, lower part. Now what is left now? Very important, be careful here. 3 is already taken, x square, here is x, so 1x is left here, 1x is left here, minus 3 already take, 2 is not there, and x is already there, but it is y square, so y, so this is the answer. This is the answer. Clear? The very important thing, this actually very easy way, just to understand properly. বেসিকটা যদি তোমার ক্লিয়ার থাকে, তুমি খুব সহজেই জিনিসগুলো করতে পারবে। ইন কেস অফ দ্য ফ্যাক্টরাইজেশন, দ্য হার্ডার প্রবলেম ইজ দ্যাট দ্য ফার্দার নেক্সট ভিডিও আই ডিসকাস অল দিস থিং। ওকে, তো ফ্যাক্টরাইজেশনটা তোমার কাছে একদম ক্লিয়ার হয়ে যাবে, ইট ইজ ভেরি ইজি টু ইউ হয়ে যাবে। জাস্ট আই ফলো মাই ভিডিওস, জাস্ট ভেরি ইজি, very clear to you if you just properly see it or follow my video. Okay, the next sum, suppose, just take copy the sum. Suppose here is 6 bracket x plus 2y cube, or an algebraic expression 8 x plus 2y square. Okay, no problem at all. Clear? 6x plus 2y cube and 8x plus, this part is same, but this is power is 3, this is power is 2. You always take the lower part, this. Now just only 6 is great. What is the common? 6 actually. 6 you write in this way, 2 into 3 bracket x plus 2y 3, and this 8 is right in this 2 into 4 x plus 2y square. Now what is the common? Actually 2 is common, you write 2. Okay, here is 3, here is 4, not common. Now this x plus 2y, this same is x plus 2y, has 3, here is 2. The power, which one is lower power? This. So you take x plus 2y whole square. Now what is the left part? 3. You write 3. And these are 2 power, if there is 3, you take only one here, this. Okay, plus. Now 2 is already taken, 4 is not. So 4. And this part x plus 2y whole square you already take. Okay. So this is actually the factor. Now we just multiply this easily. 2, this x plus 2y whole square, and this 3x plus 3 to the 6y plus 4. Okay. So this is the factor. Separately 2 is the factor of this. Separately x plus 2y whole square is the factor of this. Separately 3x plus 6y plus 4 is the factor of this. Okay. That means if you divide this by this, you get the answer. You get the answer. Okay. The very important thing, just to understand properly. Clear? This is the way you factorize this. So if seeing any problem, you just see the full screen in the YouTube, you just understand properly. Okay. So if you understand properly, if you taking common factor and all these things, you know, in this way, তোমরা যদি ভালো করে বুঝতে পারো, ভালো করে বোঝার চেষ্টা করো, আমি যতটা পেরেছি করার চেষ্টা করেছি. Further I will discuss so many other sums. Okay. So if you understand this, please share the channel and subscribe the channel, share to the others. Thank you student. ভালো থেকো. আমরা পরের বার আরো বেশি করে অন্য ভিডিও আরো বেটার সাম যেগুলো সেগুলো আমরা ডিসকাস করব. তো ডিসকাস লেটার ইন দ্য ফার্দার কামিং ভিডিওস. ওকে. So this is the first part of the factorization. Next day we just divide all the other sums. Okay, all the different pattern of the factorization. Gradually I will increase. Thank you student. Thank you.